Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on Shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, the Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in the Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon, delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're going to share what the best flavor of seltzer might be. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, the legend, Tim Swaya, Kathy Cool, and we have three other special guests, Neil and Melanie Robinson and Vicki Higginson. Hey, everybody.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey.
So this is a crowd favorite show. So last time we had the group together after we recorded an event for the cocktail contest, and afterwards we had what was supposed to be a debate. You know, are seltzers a fad? Or are they here to stay? And every single one. We went through and they listed what their favorite type of seltzer or favorite flavor was. And then I decided the show was over. And then Dave said, no, Adina wants to say something. I thought, okay, well, here's a mature, responsible adult that probably wants to weigh in on whether this is a fad or not. And then she's like, well, I like the grapefruit one I'm like, oh my God. I can't take it. So I decided, you know what? We're getting the group together again. You guys can just have a show and we'll drop it on a Sunday when no one cares. Where you name your favorite seltzers. This is your show, folks.
So you the last show was off the rails before we even started the show. There's no way that was going well.
Yeah, it was not. It was not. But before we get to that, who said they had small talk? McNew?
No. I thought Tim had small talk.
Oh, I'll take one. Yeah. So this is going to be something.
Seltzers in a bit.
Yeah, exactly. This will be something odd. What was your favorite restaurant as a kid?
Oh, okay. Okay. I like Shakey's Pizza when I was a kid because you get to watch them make the pizza. So that was really cool. They were behind glass and it was like, man.
So knowing we've got a national audience, though, name your local and name your national.
Oh,
okay. Wasn't Shakey's national? That was national.
Yeah.
Well, how will you
never
really
heard
know
of
if
it.
it's national? I mean, how would you know if it's national unless it's like a fast food chain?
Right.
Oh, I go right to Pizza Hut.
I just was listening
to
Dave
even
Grohl's.
National? Who knows?
I was listening to Dave Grohl's book, and he grew up in D.C. and he was like Shakey's Pizza. He worked there when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, we had Shakey's in California too.
Yeah, exactly. So
and the Shakey's had dark beer.
Yeah,
it looked like root beer.
Exactly. Shakey's. They were cutting it. I can't believe you didn't have Shakey's Pizza.
You know it is.
Just because
it must not have gotten north of Springfield.
Well, obviously Denny's is national.
Oh.
And Sizzler is national?
Sizzler was national. Yeah, Ponderosa. Let's throw Ponderosa in there if you're throwing Sizzler.
Well, let's you gotta reevaluate.
That's your favorite, though. Were those your favorites?
But not as an adult.
You didn't have a favorite when you were a kid. You just went there because your parents took you there.
Oh.
That's true.
Oh.
My favorite
McDonald's had a bridge. There was a bridge in McDonald's. It was just a bridge over nothing. And you could play on it, and you got cheeseburgers and French fries. When I was a kid, I loved McDonald's.
I don't disagree with that one.
McDonald's.
I think. Well, McNew and I connect on this one. The old Book It program in school. If you read over the summer, you get your free individual pan pizza.
Oh,
nobody could. I never felt more in control Sitting at Pizza Hut with my little friggin' coupon, ordering my own sausage pan
Did you
pizza.
actually read the books, or did you just fake it? Be honest.
I faked all of it. Are you
Of
kidding me?
course, yeah.
I read the first page, read the
Look at his face.
No one read
is
those
where-
books.
This is
Maybe.
where it's bullshit, Tim.
I read
I was
all the books.
obsessed with Book It. I loved reading those books, and I got my little pizza. Those were great back in the day. They were like delicacies. But I have a brother that's a year younger than me, and my mom wasn't taking me unless he did it too. So I had to wait for his ass to read his books before I could go get my pizza.
No, I have to go with Pizza Hut. I mean, I want to land on Chuck E. Cheese or their alter ego Showbiz Pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
Oh, yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Wait, did those
Oh.
exist when you were a kid?
Showbiz Pizza became Chuck E. Cheese. I think somehow Chuck E. Cheese took the cheese and killed Showbiz Pizza. But those animatronic animals were something of nightmares.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're terrifying.
yeah. They were.
I mean, I feel like if you're saying national, you should say, where is everybody from, or where did they live when they were kids?
The
Midwest.
audience listens every day, so they know. For other than you're California. Other than that,
Well,
I think
we
they
know
know
where you are
right?
now,
Yeah.
where you are now, but it
Midwest.
doesn't mean that you started there. So
I don't think anybody's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no,
Midwest.
Midwest.
I've been born and raised in
Everybody.
Chicago, so I mean,
St.
all we
Louis.
know is cheese pie. You know, St.
McNew's
Louis
from-
is cheese whiz on a cracker.
No, I love Chicago cheese pie.
Oh,
It's terrible. It's
Oh,
terrible.
it's so good.
Oh
All of
God,
it.
it's horrible. It's a nightmare. But
No.
you know, those are people
I mean,
that like
you
the
don't
Cubs
cook
for God's
6
sakes. I mean,
days, but
yeah.
it's the best pizza in the world.
gosh,
No.
Kathy's no longer on the shows, folks. I'm gonna have-
St. Louis style pizza is the best.
yeah, you gotta go.
Thin
see it.
crust. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Robinsons, did you have a favorite restaurant when you were children?
On the national scale, I would say Pizza Hut, like everybody else.
Okay.
Locally, we had a place called Finelli's that
Finelli's ice cream.
had, hamburgers and things like that, but the ice cream was the best.
Mhm.
Ever hear
Yeah.
Finelli's? I think of the
What I don't get about
Fratellis.
Kentucky is that I think their children should also be exposed to restaurants that serve bourbon.
Especially in
bring
Kentucky,
your children to
obviously.
My bourbon serving restaurants. I do not want to see your child when I go to nice places. Leave them at home. Do
But
Leave
not.
your
was-
kids at home.
Do not.
There was a local restaurant here called Sandrella's that my parents used to take us to when I was little, and I always thought it was cool. They would have adult beverages, and then my sister and I would order Shirley Temples, and we thought, okay, we have our cocktails too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That was big back in
Shirley
the day.
Temple.
Okay.
You get a good Shirley
So
Temple.
we did have a favorite as children. I actually try to block most of that completely out of my memory, but there was a favorite place when I was a kid, Bobby McGee's. Anybody? Was
No,
that
that's a
California thing?
song. That's a song.
No, it might have been a West Coast thing.
It had to be West Coast, then that's why I thought I'd check.
Mhm.
Bobby, you don't know Bobby McGee's? Oh my God, where are you? You're from California. Yeah,
Okay.
Janis
so
Joplin.
heavily themed, the adults got cocktails in bathtubs, ceramic bathtubs, and everybody sang. It was kind of like a TGI Fridays, but on crack.
More fun.
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
It's good.
Mhm.
No, there was more than one Bobby McGee's. You're older than me.
All right, gang. Well, it's
That was
time
the
to
thing.
drink.
That
It's
was the
time
thing
to-
out here in California.
Bobby
There
McGee's.
you go.
Yeah. Tim, what do you got there, man? We're gonna go in the order on the screen here. Tim, you're first.
Sounds like a plan. So, while we are taping still on Friendsgiving, I am going to go with the Angel Share ABV single. Was this a 100% malted rye whiskey pick from Limestone Branch?
There you go.
Mm.
There you go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Completely
That's a great
disappointed.
pick.
That's an embarrassment. All right. The legend. What do you got?
Oh, Stranahan's Blue Peak.
Okay. Stranahan's. All right. He's setting up, getting his leverage.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh.
Maybe I.
It's a tough one.
Oh,
And not much payoff there. Not much payoff.
Yeah.
I also don't think I'm going to have much payoff here. I got Eagle Rare. This bottle is it's on the endangered list here for sure. So
Are you? Is that last show?
Yeah. I don't think what do you, I don't think so. I
Will
don't think it's
he
gonna,
or won't he?
I
Let's see what
don't.
it
I don't
does.
think so.
Will he or
I'm
won't
going
he?
to try. I'm trying. It's going good so
We're
far.
going.
Oh yeah, that made it easy.
Well,
Oh boy, there it is.
That's embarrassing.
See, you did
Didn't
it.
fill the whole glass. Didn't fill the whole glass. So there you go. I did it. All right, McNew, you're next.
Have some Old Rippy.
Nothing.
Nothing. I got the lead, and it's embarrassing that I got the lead. So Vicki, you're next.
Okay. So I'm finishing with a Four Roses single barrel that I just
Okay.
bought.
Oh, nice. That's gonna be enough to take the lead because it's been a weak field. Four Roses single barrels. I just can't find them anymore. They're tough now these
So
days.
here's the funny thing. I've been wanting to, I can't decide. Do I want a single barrel or do I want a small batch select?
Right.
Back and forth, back and forth. So I'm at my local pavilions because I only pay retail. And I thought, okay, so let me take a look. And they got the label on them, where it's from, warehouse, and all the
Sure.
barrel number and all that.
It's
Every
stats.
single bottle on the shelf was from a different warehouse and a different barrel. First of all, a different warehouse. So I think that they actually mix them up in the cases before they ship them.
That could be.
Because I was at a grocery
Makes
store,
sense.
and I thought that was very interesting because
It
normally
causes you to buy more because people collect all different kind of stuff with Four Roses. So if they're all the same, you're only going to buy one, right?
I only bought this one because the warehouse is VW, like Volkswagen, which is my two cars.
Sure.
My first name's
Okay.
Vicki, V. But
All right.
every single bottle on the shelf was from a different warehouse and a different barrel
Okay.
at a market. So they ship them that way. I thought that was interesting.
Robinsons, what about you? What do you got?
Got Neely Family Distillery Grains and Roses.
Okay. Oh, there's our lead. We've taken over yet another new lead. Kathy, it all comes down to you. What do you got?
Okay, I have a Neely as well. This is a Mellow Must. It's a well-loved bottle. I don't expect to overtake the Robinsons, but let's see.
No, not enough there. Not enough there. The Robinsons take it. So
Hey,
cheers,
done.
gang. Cheers.
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 Salud.
All right. What we're going to do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about favorite flavor of seltzers. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and I'm excited to announce a brand new partnership with Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Many of you have perhaps heard of Leatherwood via our co-host on the Bourbon Daily, Kaylee Baker, who works there. Well, they're now an official sponsor of the network, and we look forward to everyone getting to know a little bit more about them. Company founder Andrew Lang brought his brewing and distilling hobby with him during his years of service as a Green Beret in the United States Army. Whether he was at his home base of Fort Campbell or during tours of duty in places like Italy or Afghanistan, Lang distilled whatever was available to him locally. We are excited about getting to know Andrew Lang and his team better via our programming and are planning a trip down there for the ABV Network crew very soon. In the meantime, check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com, where they will ship bottles directly to you, including their special Remembering 9/11 series, which is raising money for military charities. Seriously, get out there, buy some bottles, help a good cause, and let us know what you think. We're really excited about this partnership. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about our favorite flavor of seltzers.
Yes, we are. You guys wanted it. Here you go. It's your show. What do you, McNew, go ahead. You love all these things. What do you?
Black Cherry White Claw. It is supreme. There is nothing better. And we can stop the show now.
Okay, that's it, huh? Do you like the Jim Beam ones that Freddie was involved with?
I can't find them here. I don't think they're distributed in Indiana. I went to a couple different liquor stores over the summer and nobody had them here.
Nobody had them. The one I'm searching for now is that Bud Light eggnog one, because we want to do the Barrel Buddies. We want to do a review of it. We
Why do you guys hate
It's
yourself?
It's got to be terrible. Now we're going to go in with an open mind. Colin Blake would get mad because they do flavorings and all that, and he's like, "You got to go with it." So we're going to go in with an open mind. But I can't imagine a scenario where that is good.
So
I don't
Wait a
think it's
second.
the flavor. I think it's the texture. Like
The
seltzers
texture's
are
all wrong for
bubbly.
eggnog. Clearly, yeah.
you
I don't-
can't mix a seltzer with a creamy drink.
Well, I don't think they do. I think it's an eggnog flavored seltzer.
Oh.
So that's why I
No,
think it's
that's
going to be
gonna
horribly
be-
wrong.
That's
Yeah.
going to be vile.
Oh, I think
That's
so.
Abomination.
That's vomit.
But it'll make for a good
That's
video.
vomit.
It'll make for a good video, I think. So yes, we're on the lookout, but no one's found it. It maybe it was a joke, but they put a press release. So
I mean, why would you do that? Why? Would
I
you
don't
do
know.
that?
I don't know. Yeah.
There's no
So-
reason.
Oh, Jen said she had it. Jen Brenner is here, and she I guess she doesn't feel she can talk on the microphone, but she texted me and said she's had it. And it's bad.
She's just hanging out in the background.
Where did you find it at? Was it?
I went to a tasting at the downtown at Union Station.
Okay.
They had a tasting, and I tried it there.
Gosh darn
And
it.
it's not as horrible as you would think it would be.
Really?
Yes, it is.
It's definitely not something I would go out of my way to purchase ever.
Okay.
And that's the real question. Would
But it's
you
not-
buy it?
You're
It's
And if
right.
you
not
won't buy
as
it,
atrocious as
Then
you
it's a
think.
no. You tried
But
it for
Jen-
free and
Jen,
you would
have
not
you-
buy it, so no.
Have you been known to drink seltzers in the past?
Yeah.
There it is. Out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're already a fan of seltzers. It's
I wouldn't
automatic.
call a fan. I would not
That's
call
how they
them a
leg you in.
I will drink them when it's the only thing available.
All right. Tim, what's your favorite seltzer?
None. Absolutely none.
I know.
I've tried black cherry. I'm a cherry fan. I'm a cherry Coke fan. If I can do, I'll add grenadine to stuff just because I want that cherry flavor. Still none. All of it's flat. Doesn't matter. I don't.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's. I
Kathy?
can only imagine the hangover that you're going to receive after that because it's just bad.
Okay.
So-
Kathy, how about you?
Seltzer sounds like a big pile of heartburn to me.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you picked the wrong people to be on the previous
No,
show.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I didn't like how the last one was going, to be honest with you. And we had to stop it. Vicky,
Yeah,
how
no,
about you? You like those things? Seltzers?
So here's the trouble is you're asking what's your favorite, but you're asking
Sure.
a crowd that doesn't think so.
That's what you should have been on the last time we did this. It's the same brand.
Oh.
It's our bourbon people. They all took over the show. Yeah.
I do volunteer for beer events.
Uh-huh.
So at these events, I will walk around and try other things. And so I have tried a few that are actually good, but they're from local, like Southern California brewers, San Diego County, Orange County. And I've had a few that are actually good and aren't just totally oversweetened and full of tons of sugar, but they're not nationally distributed. So what's the point? So
We have a national audience. So we get about 60,000 downloads a month. So
I will say that there is a company here in California. I believe
Okay.
they're called Ashland, Ashland, Ashland.
Yeah.
And that is what they do. Maybe they make beers too, but at the brew events that I volunteer for, they bring their seltzers. They have a cactus cooler seltzer.
Okay.
They don't call it that because it's trademarked. So if you go onto their website, there's little images of cactuses on the cans, and they call it a pineapple orange. It was great. And all of theirs are great because they make a big stink about not adding sugar. So once you add sugar, they're gross. I'm not interested. I don't like any of them. But the people that do seltzers where they don't sweeten them, those are actually good, especially if you add some booze.
Okay. All right. The Legend might be a surprise one. The Legend's probably drinking these things all the time. You think?
No, I don't drink them all the time, but I have on occasion drank them.
Okay.
But my favorites are from Four Hands here in St. Louis.
Okay.
They have a lavender lemonade.
Okay.
That is really, really good.
Interesting.
And probably not oversweetened.
No, not at all.
Lavender and lemonade, it's probably not oversweetened. So that's the trick. That's the trick.
All right. What about the Robinsons?
Well, I will start by saying I have never bought a seltzer. I've only tasted a couple that somebody's hands in here. But the one that I like that I have tasted is the Traverse City Whiskey Cherry Seltzer.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh,
That's
we had one of those because we did that event.
Right. That's the only way I got it. But I don't buy seltzers, and but I did like that one.
Yeah. Well, that's a good company. I know what they're doing.
that was good.
They stick to that no sugar thing. There was no sugar in there.
We have that brand in California. So yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. That's it. Anybody else? What about the eggnog one?
Neil, what does Neil say?
Neil loves them, I bet. Neil can't get enough.
I've never had a seltzer that I know of. I have had the Jim Beam ginger highball in a can.
Yeah.
And I thought that was decent, but
yeah, I think they're decent. Yeah. But to me, that's a different animal, but I
tried
to explain it to my friends.
That's in the same size can.
Like Jeff Kaplan and Royce Neely, because they're like, well, you drink those. And I'm like, it's a bourbon cocktail in a can. Yeah. It's different. And I'm not even drinking this time of the year. I had them the summer when I was cutting grass. It was a lawnmower cocktail. So
I did buy the Slow and Low, which is kind of like an old fashioned in the can. And yeah, I mean, I was surprised that they go down like fat kids on a seesaw.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, I can't wait to try this eggnog thing. Jen, it's up in the air still. She made it sound like it's not great, but it's not. I think she hedged her bet. I should say she hedged her bet by if I like it, she'll be like, oh yeah, well, of course. I kind of told her that. And if I don't like it, she'll be like, oh, yeah, I said it was so. Yeah.
Steve, here's your blind tasting. Take your eggnog, your award-winning eggnog, and a recipe that you created all yourself. I'm sure.
Yes, correct.
Add some 7-Up to it, and then try that with seltzer.
Yeah. I took Bo to because we were shooting that TV thing he's working on, and we shot an episode at Bourbon's Bistro. And I don't know that much about what Bo drinks in his spare time. And I said, you gotta, they're like, what? Anything else we need to do here? And I'm like, well, because even though the episode might not air around Christmas, we can mention the fact we're here at Christmas, and they're so known for that. And Bo drank it. I didn't realize he'd never tried eggnog before. So it changed his world, and now I see he's making it. He made a batch today, so that's going to be interesting. But the problem is, it's not going to live up to what Bourbon Bistro is doing. I mean,
well, did he use the eggs that he left on the counter overnight?
Probably.
Yes.
Or did he not?
Why is he even asking that? What's that? You go get a new dozen of eggs. It's not that much. Why would you take a chance to get yourself sick? And clearly, enough people.
You can leave eggs on the counter overnight. They're hermetically sealed. What's the matter with you guys?
On the counter for weeks.
After you crack it, you can't. If they're sealed, obviously.
And again, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be the expert because experts were weighing in. And they said freshly laid eggs could be fine for weeks on the counter.
Yeah.
Once you put them in the refrigerator and then take them out, it would be like a hamburger. You can't freeze hamburger, thaw it, and then throw it back in the freezer. It's I guess the same thing with the eggs. Once they've been chilled, and then you have them out. And he had it out overnight. They said get rid of it. That's not good. So that's what people supposedly in the know were saying. So
hermetically sealed.
Yeah, they are kind of.
I'm not going to roll those dice.
No. Yeah. The consequences are grave, and again, the expenditure to fix that is low. So I don't know why you.
But what a great story! That beats bad Chinese food. What a great story!
Oh yeah, a little spring cleaning in the fall, I guess. So yeah. There you go. All
I'm
right.
one good stomach flu away from my perfect goal weight. So I'm just
Exactly.
saying, bad eggs. Let's go.
We'll get
Go
Barb
to
to send you
it.
some of his eggnog. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Kathy Cool.
All right. Robinsons.
We're on Facebook.
All right. Vicki.
Oh, do you want to find me? Instagram, V Higgs, VHIGGSS.
2 S's. Okay. All right. All right. Rick Brenner.
Rick Brenner on Facebook.
All right. Jen Brenner
Too late.
On Facebook.
on Facebook. All right. Tim.
You can find me making eggnog with refrigerated eggs and not leaving them out overnight,
Yeah.
as well as on the tasting events page on abvnetwork.com and on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
Absolutely. Swag Guy 2112. All right. McNew, how about you?
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, newsletters, so much more, abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That happened about a month ago, but peace.
Right.
Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.